Hello, my name is Heather Aston and this is my channel, TT's Trinkets and Treasures. If this is the first one of my videos that you stumbled across in this little corner of the World Wide Web that we all know as YouTube, I almost said Facebook, welcome. I hope you'll find this video informative and entertaining enough that you will want to hit the subscribe button and change the notification bell to all so you never miss the release of one of my videos in the future. If you are a returning viewer, otherwise known as my treasures, I love each and every one of you. I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Okay, I got a smudge on my eyeglasses. If all of you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to go down and hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It does help me out. As do these curtains by hiding my mess behind me when I remember to close them. Okay, I don't normally go live on Thursdays, but I thought I would hop on and unbox my Bead Box Bargains July 2026 value bundle. They are releasing their companion bundle tomorrow, so it took a while to get the actual box, so it seems like all the other ones are like coming kind of fast and furious, but I'm not complaining. What else was it? Oh, if you are not a subscriber of Bargain Bead Box or have not shopped at their sister site, Bead Box Bargains, I highly recommend that you do so. As far as the subscriptions, they are $24.99 a month, but they are hands down the best subscription box out there when it comes to cost, value, quantity, and quality. I may have already said that, but it's that good. They're the only ones who do plated metal on a regular basis, but they are coming to where they're going to be maxed out as far as subscriptions are going to go. So if you are not a subscriber yet, please go do so. If you decide that you want to check out the companion bundle first, I have a coupon code for both options. It is the letter T 3 times, so TTT, number 2. It gets you $2 off your first subscription box and or $2 off your first order over at Bead Box Bargains sister site, which is where you find the value bundle and the companion bundle. They will also be releasing box extras tomorrow in case there was something you wanted a little bit more of. I'm still fully still working on my 2 months one collection. I have so many ideas I feel like I haven't even started yet, but it's a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and say hello to all of you beautiful ladies and gentlemen, if you're a gentleman. Good morning, Mary and Lynn. Hello, Delon and Sid, Leah, Tina, Mary. Yeah, you just got your bead box yesterday. I know. I got mine on Saturday and Sunday. I got one on Saturday and one on Sunday. They came via UPS. I wish that they would pick one and stick with it. I personally prefer when they used Amazon. It always got here quickly. I had it like the 4th or 5th of the month. But that's like I didn't get mine until this past weekend. I ordered the value bundle before I had the box, so I didn't look at it when I ordered. I didn't look at any of the pictures. I didn't read the description. I just ordered it blindly. So I'm gonna go and we're gonna go down to the mat and take a look at it right now. My mat is a little worse for wear right now. After the non-jewelry thing we just did. So the only other one I have though is a blue one. So I need to get some more. Sorry, just trying to pull my hair up out of my face. Funnily enough, I need to cut it around my face so then it doesn't just always fall in. Okay. this one obviously came USPS. So, and yeah, I know I showed my address, but most of you guys have my address anyways because you've ordered from me, so. Ugh. So my address is on the invoices. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't remember if I ordered anything extra. I don't think I did, but I could be wrong. Recycle that puppy. Okay, let me see if I did. It looks like I did. Oh yeah, that's right. I know why. For a little bracelet I want to make for Selena. So we'll go over my small order first, and then we will look at the value bundle, which is in this pretty green organza bag. Okay, so I got some adorable little ceramic fishies to make Selena a bracelet with. They're so cute. So you get 4 of them, and this is in coral pink for $1.79. So I grabbed 2 of those. I also got 2, and these are gonna go perfectly with the Amazonite as well. I just realized that. So I also got these 2 little ones that are actually, the color is aquamarine, which also happens to be her birthstone. So I think those will make such a cute little everything. Oh, Mary, I also want to check in. Hi, Heather. You ordered extra? Yeah. Glad you're here. Mary, I hope this weekend went okay and that you're doing good. I love you. I've been like wanting to reach out, but also give you your space. So, yeah. All right. So we've got the coral and the aquamarine. Those are going to be so much fun. And then I had gotten the kit that came out, and they had a couple more. So these were $2.29 before the discount. They're just so pretty. So I had to get one of each. I wanted more, of course, but I was disciplined and didn't go crazy. Oh, look. I got a little pendant as my free gift. That's actually very pretty. I might have to look for it now because those would be gorgeous earrings too. I'm a little bummed. I got a bunch of like patinaed copper things, and then the box came and it's all patinaed bronze, antique bronze. So, and then I got, what are these? Oh, Leah got some of these butterfly buttons, and I was jealous and had to order some. They're so detailed and pretty. I had to get them. I use these as closures for leather bracelets and such. So that was a 10 piece of 18 by 14 millimeter butterfly button charms in antique silver. You can also use these as a focal in a bracelet and just make it the center of it. You can. I have a bunch of different button charms if anybody is interested. And was there 2 different ones? Wait, why am I so confused now? There are 2 different ones. One was, this one is also $1.29, but it is 15 by 14 millimeters. So its wings sit up a little bit higher than the other ones. But yeah, I blame this on you, Leah. This is all your fault. So, Mary, okay, I want to go see so I can see. Well, you're in our thoughts and prayers, Mary, okay? Love you. Oh, they are slightly different than yours. And then I have these in antique copper and really liked them. So I got some in antique silver. They're just little like double hole links, and you can like use them this way or this way. So like this way for a bracelet, or maybe this way to do, or I guess you could do it this way for a necklace too, but I really like these a lot. Again, you can see that I was like being good and not doing my usual of ordering way too much. And then I think that's all. That was not in my value bundle. The value bundle was $17.99. So my total order, which does not qualify for the discount, so my order total was $41.15, and I saved $5 using my coupon code, my subscriber coupon code. So, all right, let's get into this. And I will reuse that bubble wrap since they did not tape it. And it's good bubble wrap. Okay, so like I said, I did not go look at this. So I don't know what anything is. Let me kind of get them in somewhat of an order real quick. That is number 8, 9, 11, 12. 3. Ugh. Yeah, if you're not wanting to know what's in your value bundle, then I would just go off and wait, and then maybe come back once you have yours to watch the design on the fly. Almost done here, sorry. Number 17 and 14. So it looks like there are 14 items in the value bundle. It starts with an approximately 40 millimeter Kambaba Jasper carved leaf pendant with suggested retail value of $7.99. We saw these. Ooh, I actually really like the designs on mine. This was like Steve's first gemstone love. He went gaga. That's why I already have so much in my collection because of him. So yeah, this is really cute. I actually did one of mine where I did like a cross and then went that way, but then I kept the wires instead of coming up this way and then out, I kept them like that and went out that way. It looked better. I probably just confused the hell out of all of you, but sorry. Number 2 is 8 millimeter Kambaba Jasper beads, 7.5-inch strand, $4.99. You guys, the quality of their gemstones is stepping up too. You know, I can sometimes be a little bit of a gemstone snob, but they're awesome. I like them. Number 3 is 6 millimeter matte Kambaba Jasper beads, 7 inches. Suggested retail value is $3.99. Yeah, just like the ones in the box, I never noticed the blue in Kambaba Jasper until I saw the matte in the 8 millimeter in the box. So I was like, ooh. Number 4, 5 millimeter glass pearl round beads, 15 inches for suggested retail value of $2.99. They have very nice glass pearls, you guys. Like, they don't come all stuck together the way some other glass beads. So they're very nice quality. I love, oops, and one of them fell off. I really like theirs. Number 5 is 10 by 6 millimeter crystal fancy rondelle beads. Those are really big disc beads. I honestly have no idea what I would use these for. Absolutely no idea what I would use those for. I'm thinking, my brain is thinking. I'm not saying I won't, I'm just saying I don't. Number 6 is 10 pieces of 8mm Z agate, dyed and heated round beads. Suggested retail value is $4.99. Oh yeah, I could do it that way. It really has. It really has been a lot, but yeah. Ooh, these are pretty ones. Oh, Rosanna, I know you don't like Matte Hum, but I think you may like these ones in person. They're so pretty. They kind of remind me of like turtle shells in the pattern, like the black and white ones we got last month that looked like giraffe markings. They're just so, I love Z agates. Those are really pretty though. I really like the markings and the colors of this. They're not, they don't have the feel of like these matte beads at all. They just aren't as polished is all. So they're not anywhere near as matte as the ones we got last month. They're still really smooth. So I don't know, these ones might win you over, Rosanna. But I know chunky is and I have so much chunky stuff, but yes. Number 7 is 7.5 by 11mm crystal fancy half matte barrel beads in green iris, 6 inches. $3.99 is suggested retail value. I would put those with the pearls. I just found some of these in my stash in a different color. I don't know that I've ever used these when they came, but I really like this as far as the jungle relics, or sorry, rainforest relics, because they look like leaves. The herringbone looks like leaves to me. So those will actually go with the Kambaba Jasper really well. And I really think that I'm actually going to use these. I have never done so in the past. I've never been a fan. But I like the color combination here, especially with the matte beads, because there is the blue in this pattern as well. So I feel like if you put it with the matte beads, it's going to pull out more of the blue. Maybe that's the one we're going to use. Number 8 is 2 pieces of 10mm lampwork foil accent beads. $2.99 is suggested retail value. These would have been good 2 months ago too. They remind me of like tiger eyes. Those are so pretty. Number 9 is 2 pieces of 49 by 27mm leaf cutout pendants in bronze patina, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. Just retail value is $2.99. I'm glad we got more of this because I felt like I didn't have enough. And you're not kidding when you say chunky is in. I might even use these for earrings. They're so pretty. And I'm loving the patinaed antique bronze. And it's true antique bronze. It's not like, it's not walking that line between antique brass and antique bronze. These are antique bronze. So that's nice. Number 10 is a 5-gram bag of 4mm glass bicone beads in jungle green Picasso. Suggested retail value is $2.99. These are really nice. You guys, look at how cool those are. These are great space. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I like this bundle and the companion bundle better than I do the original box. So, oh, you're fine. Okay, Mary, don't go right ahead. Um, I wasn't all that thrilled with this. It's not that I wasn't. Okay, I don't want to say that because that sounds bad. And I love Bargain Bead Box and Bead Box Bargain. I wasn't as thrilled with it as I was with the last 2 months. I'll say that. Um, May's box, out of the park. Oh my gosh, that is why any extra boxes, the value bundle sold out very quickly. The companion bundle was gone so quickly. The box extras were all gone. But last month was a lot of pink on pink on pink. So when I got this, I would have preferred this in June for Father's Day. But I actually like this value bundle and the companion bundle better. So, number 11 is 20 pieces. Shiloh, stop. 7mm leaf beads in antique bronze, lead free, cadmium free, $2.99 is the suggested retail value. We've seen these ones in other boxes or ones similar to those. I like a good bead. Okay. Oh, I got it in there. All right. Number 12 is 10 pieces of 10mm leaf bead caps in antique bronze, lead free, nickel free, cadmium free. I think this is more of the ones we just got because maybe not. These ones might be bigger than the ones that were in the box, which again I was so tickled by because they actually fit on top of my rose quartz. Let me see, is it the same one? I'll be happy if it is. I like them. Oh my gosh, I did not sort my bags yet. So every time I go to grab it, everything falls on it. Yes, it's more of the same that were in the actual box, but I really like these, especially for Rainforest Relic. So they're the same ones that are in the box, but like I said, I really like those. And then last but not least, number 13 is 6 pieces of 33 by 19mm leaf links in antique bronze. They are lead free, cadmium free. Oh no, there's one more after this, sorry. Cadmium free, $2.99. Again, this is more of the ones. No, I think these ones are different. They are different. I'm loving these leaf links. I prefer the link over a charm. These are really cool looking. They're double-sided. Oh, goodness. I love the links. I have like so many ideas for necklaces. Number 14 is 33 by 13mm leaf hook and eye clasp in antique bronze, nickel free, $1.99. Oh, they're gonna have to get some more of these. Oh, why do they always have the best ones when I only get one? This is a really cool clasp. I'll have to figure out how to use it. Is that where it goes? I'm gonna have to figure out how to use it because I have no idea. But it's really cool looking. Roseanne, you're gonna have to teach me how to use this, hon. So this is the 2026 July value bundle from Bead Box Bargains to go with the box. As I just said, I love this and what's coming better than the box itself. It all will complement what's in the box. There's a lot of stuff in the box that I loved. I feel like this helps fill in any little gaps. Plus, I have a whole bunch of Kimbaba Jasper pendants that I can use during this month. So, let's see. Do I want to do like, I kind of see those. And possibly these, like in between the different leaves into, I don't want to use, is it crazy to go leaf on leaf on leaf? Like, is that going to be too much? I'm so excited because these fit my strawberries. I had some, in case you weren't here, I had some, they're somewhere on my desk, rose quartz tear drop beads that are faceted. And after Lauren put out her, where she turned the lotus upside down and said it was a strawberry, I was instantly like, oh my gosh, I have to find those beads. But I didn't have any bead caps large enough to fit on it. So I'm excited to see if those will color well with the alcohol bead or markers that I have. That I couldn't be happier than that you got a nap. So you really need to do it. She showed it on the preview how to use it. Okay, thanks, then I'll go check it out. I didn't watch it, so plants have multiple leaves. Okay, yeah, I just wasn't sure. These green with these Z agates. Roseanne, I really do think you're gonna like these Z agates. Like a lot, a lot. Like I said, they're not like this. They're still smooth. They're just not highly polished. So I personally wouldn't have even called these matte beads because they don't look matte to me at all. So I also have a bunch of bronzite that is still on my desk that I could use. We haven't even designed our bracelets yet. Back. Ooh, this is not bronzite. This actually looks to be natural red tiger eye. But oh, look at these rounds. They're so beautiful. This is why I'm a gemstone snob, because I can go 3 miles up the road and get these. But I kind of like the light green in between the dark colors to brighten it up just a smidge. I just have to decide if I want to use stringing wire or wire. I think I want to use stringing wire, and I want there to be, like, this is the beginning of the necklace. Go down one side. Probably do one more repeat. I don't know if I'm going to use the bronzite. I think I want the Kimbaba Jasper. My itty bitty scissors. Yeah, I think I want to use the Kimbaba, but I think I actually want it bigger. Bethy, how did you like the appetite? Aw, thank you, Galon. We haven't talked about that. Okay, so in the box itself, there's only the mat, which is pretty, but here's my Kambaba box. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have like none of my stuff right at hand because I'm organizing. So, you know, I put everything away and then I don't know where anything is. That's labradorite. That's not what I'm looking for. Also, I think rhyolite would go with this box really well. And I have like some gorgeous rhyolite. I also have these. I have these little guys with the like turquoise, blue, and green little tube beads. I have a bunch of those, should anybody want them. I have a, so this is what, Rosanna, this is what this Z agate is like. And I think you ordered some of these from me. But Beth, they're a perfect match for the vase beads. Love it. Not great color. I love the different. Pick you for the plant. I'm keeping the Z beads, or the matte beads. I love them. Okay. You are organizing also putting my sea glass away, yeah. I need to find my Kambaba box because I'm pretty sure I have 10mm beads in it. And I don't know why I would have put it away though. That's the whole thing. I should have kept it out with the theme of the box being what it is. Ugh. More Z beads. I knew where everything was before I started cleaning. Well, most were mostly cleared. That is green jade box. Is it right there? Yep, found it. It was like literally, I didn't have to pull any of this stuff out. It was all right where it was supposed to be. Okay. No, you come off of there. You don't need to pause that. Please have 10mm beads. I don't think I do. I do have, however, have itty bitty ones that'll work good for spacers. I have some faceted rondelles, but I do have the circles and squares. That this one is like my favorite. It just reminds me of a peacock feather, which I know you probably all heard me say. But like, look at all the blue in this one. I don't know how I missed blue in Kambaba Jasper. Bethy, you have all that gorgeous navy blue sodalite. Perfect to go with this box. Okay. In case you guys missed it, I do have a few of these. I have 4 different ones of these. Some of them already have already got like a loop on top, which obviously you can just cut off if it's not your thing. But okay. I don't know where all my red beads are. These might be them. I don't think these are Z beads, but I also don't, I think these are ocean jasper. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I really want 10mm beads. I have a thing about proportion. So like the 8mm aren't doing it for me, but at the same time, I don't know, I might just use the bronzite because I really like the way that big chunky bead looks. Okay, you're going to Dollar Tree. They have back to school containers. Oh, yes, they do. They also have these, and they have ones that have a rounded bottom in them. If you can find those, grab them because they fit these wire things in, or more of the little small ones, but they are 10 times easier to get beads out of because the bottom is rounded. It naturally like goes up the side. They're the best thing ever. Anytime I find them, I normally buy all that they have because they're the best. So yes. Yeah, we can totally start a show, you guys. I've used these. I use the little glass bottles now as well as the boxes and stackers. Like, yeah, it changes every time. Ooh, if anybody knows a good way to wrap the wire you get that are all like in the little spiral, I have two empty things that I want to put my 20 gauge and 26 gauge black wire on because it always gets hopelessly tangled, but it's also not easy to wrap. So yeah, the ones with the rounded bottoms are the best. They are in the, they're not in the hardware part of it. They are, oh, if Steve was on, he'd know where they are. Leah has the coolest library cards, like that you see the librarians pushing around when they're reshelving books. She has those and they're amazing and I want some. I just need to like start selling my stuff. I'm probably going to have a big like summer sale, guys. Um, for all of the stock I've had in past or sales and stuff, I gotta get rid of it. It's just sitting in boxes, plus all of the big chunky South Sea pearls. I gotta get all of those. So yes. They may be. Oh, you're at the Dollar Tree? Yes, at Dollar Tree they have them that have the rounded bottoms. They're really cool. I'm trying to see if I see any like across the room. I'll call Steve and ask him where they are. Because he'll know. He's the one who goes to get them for me. Hey, where did you find the storage boxes at Dollar Tree that have the rounded bottom? Like, what area of the store are they in? Because the ones in hardware. Oh, they're both in hardware? Okay, then I'll tell them. Okay, he says they usually have one or the other. They don't ever have them at the same time. Okay, sounds good. Oh, by the way, next time I tell you not to get me stackers, get me stackers. But anyways, I'm live right now. Love you, bye. He's like, who's at the house? Nobody's at the house. Oh my goodness. She's like, who's with you right now? That was funny. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna have to get some 10mm beads for the one I'm thinking about right now, but we can use these gorgeous bronzite and Z agate beads with this bronze. Thankfully, I have some bronze wire right now, so I can use those. I actually twisted a bunch for a project I was working on. So, yeah, she has two different ones. They're awesome. Mary says be sure to get ones that have a break. They're expensive but last forever. Oh, that's so awesome, Mary. They're awesome. I'm so jealous. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are all just here at the house with me. He's like, where are you? He obviously did not get the notification that I was live. Okay, I'm not going to use these right now. Or those. Actually, does the orange look... I don't know, I can't decide. There's some sparkle. Look at this one, guys. It looks like there's like a flower on it. It's so cool looking. I have some... Ocean Jasper does look good with this as well, just so. So if you have Ocean Jasper in your collection, it goes really well with this color scheme. Okay, Okay, I think that's gonna be... Oh, you guys can't see. I'll put you guys up a little bit, just don't judge me. My desk is a mess. I'm in the middle of that. Organizing. There's just like bead things all on both sides. Like you guys all, you see, it's just beads. Just beads, but you guys can't see. So I'm trying to make sure everybody can see. Okay, so is the leaf too big to go over the pot? Should I use the smaller monstera leaf? Yeah, I think I like the monstera leaf with this. This is the pendant. And then, like I said, I have itty bitty, either faceted rondelles or I have 3 and 4mm Kambaba Jasper. I think to like put it with, I think I'm liking the faceted rondelles so that we have a different shape and it adds a bit of texture. That is not Kambaba Jasper. I could also put the leaf under, wait, what did Leah say? Stack stuff on it. From Bernie's, he's got strands of these. So if you guys want them, just let me know. Um, there's also, okay, I showed you the flower, right? Hold up. Okay, so that's the flower, right? Watch this. Now there's a lightning bolt. Steve will probably claim this necklace, so we'll just tell him that's an S, not like a lightning bolt. They're just so cool. They're so cool. Yeah, I like the smaller Monstera, so this is going to be our pendant. And then I think I'm going to use these with the faceted Kambaba in between them. I obviously don't want a bead cap because I don't want to cover up any of the beauty of these sea beads. I I'm very much in my I want to see as much of the bead as I can era. I'll get back to bead caps and spacers and everything else another time, but I am going to use spacers in between these, like, but I'm just saying, like, bead caps are not to get used. These go with these as well as with the orange beads from the box. I'm kind of liking that orange, not those though. Yeah, okay, let me see. I need spacers of some kind. Let's see here. I also have all of those beads that will look really cool with this monk's box. Like, put those with these green. Beautiful. And I have these in multiple sizes. And I just lost my spacer to the other spacer. And I have this gorgeous orange agate. So pretty. Spacer. Wherefore art thou? Here you are. 1, 2. Okay. Spacers. I think I like these ones. Though the daisy spacers aren't bad either. Alright, we need to get some wire. Anti-copper. You guys, is there beetle on wire that is better than the 7-strand I currently have? Because they literally have some 1,000-foot spools for like $30 on Amazon. And I'm like, is that because it's not good? I don't know. So then I was like, I didn't buy it. But I need some silver. And Softlex is expensive in the regular silver. So, alright, we actually need to start with that. Anti-bronze wire. I don't think I'll need 26 gauge. This isn't the right color. But okay, this is supposed to be hematite, right? This is supposed to be antique bronze, does not match. This is supposed to be hematite, but it matches the antique bronze perfectly. This is what I'm trying to avoid with the black wires, so that's why I was asking if anybody knows like how to unwind one of these little spools without it becoming a tangled mess. I would greatly appreciate it. It's worse than yarn like getting all messed up. Alright, So we're going to use this because this matches the... Okay, Heather, you need to put away your avalanche waiting to happen. That's why I always say, you guys know, that's why I always say entertaining enough, because I can, quite literally, and I'm a never-ending blooper reel. Okay, so, no, Heather. We need to do, I'm going to start by making myself a ball head pin. If you haven't seen me do it, I will show you the way that I do it. Right here. So you just bend over the end of your wire like so, and then stick it in one of the grooves of your crimpers. If you have the standard blue crimpers, they work just as well as these. And then I like to leave a little bit out, but for when I'm making ball head pins. When I'm just trying to get the wire to be right up against each other without a gap, then I go at the very end. But you can see it kind of makes more of like a ball head pin look on the bottom when I use the little bulb, and then I just go in and cut off most of it so there's just that little mark there. And then I may have to get a bead cap because, yep, or a daisy spacer to go on the bottom of this. Funnily enough, I have Lumicina chain in the antique. There we go. Okay. Put our little jug on there with the little daisy spacer on the bottom to keep it on and in place. Oh, maybe this isn't Lumicina. I don't know what this chain is either, but it's really cool looking. I have that I can add to this if when we go to the chain part. But I also have really big jump rings too. Okay, so we have it here. I'm gonna grab some bead tubing because the hole in that vase bead is really big. So to help keep it from like always feeling like it's, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I cut it too long. It's also easier to put the tube bead on first and then the bead. It just helps it keep it centered and doesn't feel unstable. Which I don't like when that's the feeling that I'm getting. Okay, then we're gonna bend this. We're gonna have to do our loop kind of off and then round it back up because there is a wide space there, but I don't want anything on top of my base. I'm gonna take it and bend it back. Oh, I actually didn't do that. Then I'm just going to center my loop onto my bead. It's got to be rocked back a little bit, but I'll do that. Well, no, let's do it right now. There we go, that's better. And then we're just going to directly attach our, I don't need that big of a loop. It's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put the leaf directly on top. So yeah, I was talking to Heather Boyd yesterday, and she's thinking about coming on. She said she'd love to do it. So same with Samantha Latimer. So I am trying to book a few internationals. So I am winding around the outside. It went a little bit fast. That's why I didn't want a bead cap on top. I'm just kind of spiraling out rather than like building up. So in essence, I'm creating the bead cap for on top. And it doesn't have to be perfect. That's not the point of it. I will tell you that if you get your you get your pliers right down up against it, it does make it a bit easier to keep it flat. But I think I'm good with that where it is. Okay, and cut that off at the spot where I feel that it ended right. So see, it just gives it a little bit of something something on top of your jug. I need to center my loop. Alright, there we go. Now we have our antique copper beading wire. I'm gonna get 2 of the 3mm Kababa Jasper beads to go on either side of this to help the wire sit up off of the loop. Make sure I'm not missing in, but hello, Georgina. Heather, Amazon and Walmart have something called cable organizer and you rotate it out. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'll look for that. Trios range. What am I missing? Yeah, I would like it as well. 49, which is higher price. You use 19. Heather, all use 7 tire toe wires since you started. Okay. I don't like the 7 strand either. That's like the whole point of it. That's why I was asking. So, okay, I'll go check that out, Tina. That would be good. Somebody's told me that I should do mascara on just my top lash, that they think it would look better, but I don't think I like it. I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to seeing myself without mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, make sure those can sit. Yeah. So then see, when it's tight, it will kind of keep the pendant from sitting directly on the wire. But it's off black, so I know it's safe. But alright, so we started there. I'm trying to decide if I still want these green in this with the Z beads, or if I want to save those for next time. Yeah, I think I want to save those for next time. I have these. These came from Bead Box Bargains, these little spacer beads. I love them. So whenever they have them in a color, I like to buy several of them because when you find that spacer that you just love, it sucks when you're out of it. I don't know. Is that too bulky? Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I think that that's a little bit bulky and if I want to go down to a 4mm daisy spacer. Because there are only 8 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's only 10 of them. If you are not a Z Agate fan and you got the value bundle, hit me up. We will barter a trade for something you like better because these are gorgeous beads. So, but if you're not a Z Agate fan, that's perfectly okay. I don't know. I want to see what it looks like with the daisy spacer. Heather's bead FOMO on display right here. If I don't try it, I will just... I think I like the size, the look of the triple stack daisy spacer better than the chunkier one. And I have plenty of daisy spacers. Plenty. These are all the same size. Oh, here's an itty bitty chain. That will come in handy this month. Yeah, I think I like the daisy spacer stacked better than these. If I had the 10mm beads, I would use these all day. I just need to get some because I really like those a lot. Okay. Oh, I closed the other one and I never took these off. Do any of you guys like to stack daisy spacers to kind of make a larger spacer? Sometimes 2 is enough, but sometimes you need all 3. And I like the way that the 3 look in between the Z Agate and the Kabbalah Jasper. The other one was just to because these are the same width as those, so it just looked a little bulky to me to have. It was like the same thing, the same size over and over again. I need to find the rest of my vase beads. I think I've got some, but oh my goodness. If I could pick them up and get them on my wire, that is. Yes, I love to stack bead caps because it gives you the articulation necessary, especially at the center right here, so that you don't see a gap of your bead wire in between. So I just didn't like the other one. Because this is actually more it's taller than the other ones, but the bumps give it the illusion of being smaller. Plus, I'm pretty sure these are 4 by 6mm, whereas these are 4mm, so I like them better. But I'm really liking these Z Agate I'm gonna have to go. Bernie has all kinds of Z agate. So if anybody needs some, let me know. We'll go do a little personal shop session. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have one more for this side. Oh. I might have to use more chain than I wanted to. Because of the limited number of the Z agate. Yes, one more. Ugh. Although, if I wanted more length, I could just keep going with the faceted, but I also want those for, bracelets. That's the word that my mind wasn't giving up. Okay, 1, 2. I just love the versatility of daisy spacers, because you could use them, you can use them like when you're doing more like evening wear stuff to add sparkle. You can use them to create your own like little bead and stuff, but yeah, I love the look of a stacked daisy spacer. I try to have as many daisy spacers. I don't like to get even like low on them. Um, so I buy them by like the thousands. That was one too many. So if I see that they're on sale somewhere, I like to grab them. Aww. That's just the sweetest. Oh, Heather, I didn't realize I put that message up there. That's so cute. My Selena is starting to like, she's coming and telling them um when she has either just gone or before she goes, but my daughter's afraid that it's too early to get the potty, and I was like, you were potty trained very young because you didn't like to be wet or anything else. And she is very, I think Selena has had a diaper rash maybe 2 times in her total life. So she's not, she doesn't normally sit wet. So I think she's going to be fairly easy to potty train. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my fifth one for this side? Where's the fifth one? This is bronzite. Oh goodness, where did it go? Oh, that's gonna drive me there it is. Okay. That would have driven me up the wall. I'm not the best at leaving projects. Like, for like a part 2 or whatever, I have a very hard time doing that because I have all the stuff out on my mat Um, so it's just easier for me to finish it than it is. I don't know. That's just me though. Ugh. I'm sorry I wasn't on last night. I just got an anxiety attack and couldn't like pull it together and be like on camera. My eyes were all puffy and yeah, so I was just like, I don't know why I didn't stop with the kebab on the other side. Oh, you already had 3 on there, Heather. Okay. I think I like it. So now we just have to decide if we're using the Lumachina chain or the chainmail type chain that I have over here. So this is way antique brass for me. So the Lumachina might get it just based on color. They're about the same, I guess. So do we use the Lumachina or do we do this thicker, like chainmail style chain? That was my son's, that was my son's filter. So he wore headphones to school until he went to high school. He was just listening to like really quiet, mellow jazz, but that was his filter and what he had to do to be able um, to like concentrate and stay on task at school. So, and he was never I can't think of what the term is. Like, it's not in his school file anywhere because there was a big lawsuit about the time he was in first grade because some kids were denied, autistic students were denied access to scholarships and entrance into universities slowly because of the fact that they were autistic. They had better GPAs and better like test scores and everything, and yet they were denied access. And so until his was done in his senior year of high school, I went and had a meeting with all of his teachers at the beginning of the year. So, all right, you guys all like the thicker one, okay? Yeah, music is it, and now he um, is a licensed social worker, and his goal is to work with people on the spectrum because he understands the way they think. So, but he has to get his a certain number of clinical hours. So I guess there's a difference between clinical and licensing, so I don't understand it, but we're very proud of him, as we are all of our kids. We only wanted whatever was our children's best. As long as they gave their best effort, we celebrated the result. Okay, so we are like right at 4 inches. So we're gonna need like 5 inches of chain on each side. That would make an 18-inch necklace. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. just gotta figure out how to cut this chain is all. I think I can just, okay. I'm gonna let a spare piece of wire to hang this from. So yeah, and his elementary school principal was the best. She applied for and was approved with enough funding to give training, like autistic and special needs training to the entire staff, including like cafeteria workers and all that kind of stuff. But yes. All right, there's your high five. There you go, Roseanne. I got you. I do have the bigger. I just remembered the other chain that I have. Hold on. We might not want to use that chain. Just a minute. Where did you put it, Heather? Man. Somewhere on my desk right now, I have chain. Oh, and if you guys didn't know that these exist, let me let you know. It's chain that basically looks like that, except for it's got the connectors. These are actually toggle clasps that are adjustable. So you can put these on as a toggle clasp, and if they need it bigger, they can also always toggle in to the second or third loop. I personally use them to make chain, but if you're a toggle lover, there you go. Dang it, where did you put it, Heather? It's okay. This chain is pretty. I just have that linked chain around here somewhere. It is getting better, though. It's fine. These will work. Let's go ahead. Grab our crimps. I'm going to use gold crimps. Or do I want to use copper? I have silver, gold, copper, and gunmetal size 2 crimps, though I don't see my 2mm. I mean, I don't see my silver. What color would you guys use? Or I can crochet using this and create a chain using this cording. It might not be the right color though. Yes, I could also macrame. And I'm also thinking that I may do the leaf. I might link into the leaf and then put the chain on the on the, because I kind of like that. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, but we use the monstera leaves. Either way, I have them both. I really like those brown ones, those bigger ones, but yeah, even that will look cool. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So, I need my 2.25 crochet hook. And I'm going to create a slip knot just by wrapping it around my fingers, coming around the behind the loop and pulling that shut. And then all I'm going to do is a very simple chain stitch, which is just putting the thread around your crochet hook and then going through the last loop to make the next loop. I'm just going to do that until I have about 4 inches because I don't need as much. And then I will just use a jump ring to connect this to the monstera leaf. And you can see it doesn't take long. And you could also thread some beads onto your cord first and then crochet with a bead in every single chain, and it looks really cool. I just don't think I have any antique bronze that are small enough. I would prefer that. Let me see. I do actually have some that are small enough. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think if I have any greens. I know I just got some from Randy. The problem is that it's in a drawer that's kind of hard to get at right now. Let me see here. I think I'm going to save that for when I have the right color and just use the chain today. But that is a very quick way you can do it. It's just that, like, you can put seed beads on. You can use, like, I was going to use these little 2mm ball spacers. But I think I'm just going to go the chain route because I don't have the right color cording that I would want for this. I would want it to at least be like more of an antique copper color. So I'm just going to go ahead and use chain. I think I'm going to use gold. Grab my curve tube. Put it on. Grab my piece of chain. figure out where I'm supposed to connect it. I think it's right. There's that. Ugh. Go back through. Create my loop. And then grab my magical crimper. In case you didn't hear me already say, the link I had been giving out for this smaller, easier to use magical crimper, I was giving out the right link. I kind of got freaked out that I had given the wrong one, so I ordered a second one for that, and because I like having 2 of all of my tools. I'm gonna have enough to do a bracelet. It's just I'm more comfortable having 2 of all of my tools. That way I always know, like, losing both of them has only ever happened once. So, okay. Let's go back through my crimp tube. I want to make sure there's no gap, but we also want it to have room to have fluidity. It's just so much easier to use because the jaw is smaller. Even when I have to hold it at a weird angle for all of you. For you guys to be able to see what it is I'm doing. There we go. There we go. Oh, more than enough for a bracelet. I have like 13 inches there. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. We need to figure out which clasp I'm going to use. I'm probably just going to go with this simple lobster clasp. I believe these are the ones that came in the Christmas box. And I need to reach out to Randy and find out where she got these. These are the most, like, substantial, like, heavy feeling clasps I've ever used. And I'm almost positive that they came in her Christmas box because it's where everything is. I'm going to use that one to connect it. And then I'm going to use one of the bigger jump rings that was in with the rest of the stuff. Right here. I was like, where did it go? So this will be a really easy class to do up for anybody with dexterity issues. If I'm correct that these were from Randy. Or yeah, or they could be some that you gave me. I don't think so though. I don't know. Because these are pretty big. I don't know why you would have given them to me. They're a really nice size. Oh, I guess I should test this. Yeah, it's good. So I have a question for you guys. I need to go back through all of my beads and figure out um, what stuff is getting donated to the schools, art teachers, art teacher. How many sets of like cheap tools would you include? I really like the way that turned out. Like a lot, a lot. I need to find the rest of my bases. I forgot how pretty those were. Oh, you gave me some bigger ones? Okay. Hi, Valerie. Why did the fire alarm go off? Oh, no. I thought I kept all the ones from you in one container, but I'm not. I really am very pleased with this necklace. I want to make earrings with these now. Like, I want to make that an earring. So I'm going to have to go down and see. Oh, I completely forgot that I was going to do the leaves up at the top. Man, I would have to restring the whole necklace. Or would I? I wouldn't. I would have to cut the chain and then attach these using jump rings rather than direct connecting them, which is not a problem. Do I add them? This is what it would look like. What do you guys think? Do I go back and add those? I don't know. Okay, yep. I know, I can't believe I forgot that. That's what I'm going to do. It looks better with the leaves. Would I prefer it to be direct connected? Yes, 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 I would. Do I want to add them bad enough that I'm going to go back and do it? Yes, 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 I am. This should be long enough to restring it though, and then I could just use that for the bracelet. I wonder if I could just like string this through as it is. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Except you just clipped that on accident, Heather. I know it would have been fine with jump rings, but I would have done it afterwards if I don't do this. So I'm just going to go down the line of beads. I just need to put a clip on the end. I'm going to have fun because I have those two snake pendants that are going to go with this whole rainforest relic theme. Okay, go on. Go down. There we go. It doesn't take long to restring it if you're able to do it this way. As I told you before I got those new magical crimpers, I did this a lot after videos. That's why I have so many scraps of soft wax. But it literally takes no time to restring a piece if you're able to do it this way. So, and I'm not going to waste the wire because I'll be able to use it for a bracelet. Are you really going to be a pain, you one little daisy spacer? So, if you ever have to restring a piece, this is the easiest way to do it. When the beads cooperate. This time it's this little 4mm. Halfway there. I would have redone it after, and then wire would have gotten wasted because I wouldn't be using this wire. It would just go to my scrap bag. So, like I said, if you ever have to restring a piece, this is the easiest way to do it. And sometimes, I always found that a lot of times I learned more from a content creator's mistakes and what they did to fix it. So that's why, like, I show how to undo the barrel knots, because I looked everywhere for a video on how to undo them and could not find one to save my life. So, and even with all these little 4mm daisy spacers, it's pretty darn quick. Sometimes you get lucky enough that you have things lined up so well that they just go on pretty easily. Ah! See, I didn't knock on wood. But that's okay. This one little part isn't a problem. It's almost done, so. Okay, this is the end. So, I hope you guys understand. Have you guys, I mean, I don't know. I learned how to restring this way from another content creator that just went ahead and left it in. And it was, yeah, I'd forgotten to. Oh, yes, I forgot to. All right, Delon, love you. Have a great day. The body, the leaves, yeah, people don't. Like I said, I learn more from watching content creators make mistakes than I do in a perfect video. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, crib tube, the leaf. These are gonna hit right at, I believe it's called the décolletage, right at the collarbone, is where these will hit, which is known as the secondary focal, and helps direct the eye up from the chest to the face. That's what I have always known it as. So, that didn't take long to fix. At all. And it would have drove me batty. So, Becky has this like whole questions like she asks herself when she realizes she made a mistake. Like, does it hurt the integrity of the piece? Does, is it quite noticeable just by looking at it? Is it something that is going to bug you every time you see it? How much time will it take to do it to fix it? And all of those things go into whether or not she fixes it. So, yeah, I learned that from Becky. And this would have driven me crazy. And it would not have looked like what I had in my head. So, much better. Now we can just attach the chain back on with the, where did they go? Where did I put the pieces of chain? Right here. We just need to get a couple of smaller jumpers. Those are two different sizes, like as far as thickness goes. And I'd rather have the smaller, thicker one. Much better. much, much, much better. Then, like I said, I will use the other piece of wire to make a bracelet. I already have the first loop made for me, but I'll probably cut that off. I want to keep it really simple. I believe there was a longer. This is mine. Oh, those are actually the spacers, the ones I opted not to use. Those are actually in this month's box. So, if you like them, you have some because they were in the original box. Probably what drew me to them to begin with. Okay. Oh, the bigger ones are not the same. But I could use that as the focal piece and then just use the Kambaba Jasper and the Daisy Spacers to make a very simple one. I'm going to look one place real quick just to see if they're there because I have a box that is Z-beads, so, oh, and I just spotted the perfect green that I could have used, but it's okay. Let's see if it's over here. On my shelf, have to turn the light on for a second. The overhead light anyways. Let's see here. I know that I have some. So it might get put off until I find them. You guys need to get out of Mama's way, please. Excuse me. Okay. Dang it, I'm bummed. I did, however, find these. They were just marked Jasper, but they will go perfectly. I'm such a... You guys, I get 2 boxes a month. Oh my goodness, if my head wasn't screwed on, I'd lose that too. I completely was not thinking about that. I have more. Oh my goodness gracious. But those are really cool big beads that will definitely get used this month. Where are they? There's the way. Oh wait, those came in the companion bundle. Yep. Oh, that's why I didn't go looking for them. Oh, or not the companion bundle, the value bundle. Okay, well then that didn't help at all. But I do have those bigger beads, which will look nice on it. And I have a whole bunch of antique bronze maple leaves. They don't have the green patina that the ones we got had, but they're exactly the same, so you could do it yourself. But yes, those would match the top half of your focal. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the little, I'm gonna do a bracelet with this as the center. So we'll be cutting this in half. And then I think I'm just going to use the faceted rondelles and the daisy spacers until I can get some more Z agates. What are you looking for, Heather? Oh, you're looking for your Kumbala box. Because you need more. Yeah, because there's not any red ones in here. I have some. See, I have these ones. But I see this is either going this way. I do like these though, because they have the really dark green on them. So I'm going to pull these out so that when I organize this month's box, I have those. Because those will go with the Kumbaba Jasper very nicely. Okay, I just need to pull out these faceted rondelles so I can do the bracelet. I'm gonna go get some more of those little things. So if anybody wants to throw in, we can always split them. Just let me know. Because I know Bernie has those exact Z agates. So if I don't know how much they are though, but if you're interested, let me know. And then if there was anything else you wanted, if you like the maple leaves, whatever, then we can do that together. So yes, here's the other 2 minutes and salt ones. Wait, hold on. All right, then I will see you. Go to sleep. Absolutely, go to sleep. I'm just gonna put together this bracelet real quick, and then I will probably be doing the same myself. Okay, I put all these away. All but 3 of them. So I'm just going to use these to get some length on either side. I'm actually going to attach this to the leaf real quick. And like I said, it is over, it's about 8 inches long. Oh, that one's only 3 inches. 4 inches on either side should be okay, but I'm not going to cut anything until I finished one side. I have plenty of little okay. Your day just started though, right, Linda? Well, I mean, not right started, but you're usually just waking up when I go live at 11 my time. But we gotta talk because Samantha did say that she would come on, and there's a lady who lives in Canada, and I don't know if you were on the other day, but I thought it would be kind of cool if I could, like, kind of have uh, several content creators from other countries on in the same, like, span of time. I think that would be really cool. Yes, that's what I want to do. And obviously, I will make, um, I will make sure that it's at a time. Like, I don't expect you guys to come on at my time. Everybody will understand if we have to change what time we go live based on the time zones my guests live within. This is seriously the first one of these kind of beads that I'm actually excited to see. I've never used those. They've always just, they just haven't been my thing, so yes. Are you? That'll be fun. Good night, Heather. Have a good night. Now I gotta figure out where Heather's from. We've been getting some new people lately, which is always fun. I think I'm going to do this at about 3 inches worth of beads, because I've got to take into account the center, because right now we're already at 3.5 inches, and the clasp and stuff's going to take up an inch, so those 4.5 inches. I know that it's about the inner diameter, but the inner diameter of this is pretty okay. But putting that on my wrist, I am going to go back because I don't see it sitting right here. And I will bend this just slightly so that it sits, well, I guess it's not that bad because it has, the loops are going perpendicular. So that might actually not be necessary. So I think I will do 2 more on this side and then clamp off and go to the other side. I think that's going to be just perfect. I can always use the bigger lobster clasp and a bigger jump ring for it to attach into. I don't know. Rosanna, would you grab the bracelet bender? and use it on this one. I don't know that it's 100% necessary to do so. It's just if I'm going to, it's better to do it before. I can normally spot it pretty easily because it's orange and white after all. I don't know. I'll do it after. It's fine. Okay, that is at 3 inches of beads. I'm going to go ahead and just tie this one off. Make sure there's still fluidity without a big gap. Okay. We'll have to cut a new piece for the other side. But I can use those two for earrings. Pull out about inches for the other side. That should be more than enough for both loops and all my beads. Aww. Oh, did you say where we were from? Oh, you were saying good nights to Lynn. Okay. But where are you? Just because I'm curious. Oh, she did. Yeah, there are a lot of us. It was the most popular name, little girl name in the year I was born, 1980. So it was about that time. And I still think we both should do like that 23andMe or whatever and see if we're actually related, considering our maiden names are the same and like you grew up right here. It would be interesting to see if we are actually related. Rosanna and I have the same maiden name and both grew up here in Mesa. Oh, you have done Ancestry DNA. Okay, then I'm going to have to check that. Ooh, Heather, are you a Broncos fan? We're Broncos fans. Big Broncos fans. That broken ankle broke our heart last year, that's for dang sure. Pulling out that orange agate earlier, I was like, ooh, I wonder what Broncos gear our jewelry I'm gonna make this year. I have barrettes from Rosanna that she made for me. that are blue and orange and have white horses on them with like orange mane. So yeah, exactly. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Bo Nix is a reason to start watching again. But yes. We were bummed because the year my husband was born, the Broncos went to the Super Bowl. And then the year our daughter was born, the Broncos went to the Super Bowl and won. And then my granddaughter was born and we had hypes to go, we thought we might get there last year. And then Bo Nix broke his ankle and it was all downhill at that point. So, and reports are he's doing good in training camp. We're crazy Broncos fans, though. All of our dogs are named after present or past Broncos players. So, okay, this should be enough to finish it. How many do I have on the side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh, I did an even number. I don't ever do an even number. I just flung that daisy spacer into oblivion. 4, 6, 8, 9, and this is the last one. This will go into the lobster class. I don't think I need the great big giant one on the back, but yeah. No, you don't need that one because you're direct connecting. Well, I should put it on my mandrel and see where we're at, actually. Measurement wise. Oh, I hate that noise. Yeah, we're at 6 1/4, so I can direct connect the lobster class because I don't need extra space that a jump ring would afford me. This is enough. There we go. Put a jump ring on the other side. I'm thinking let's put the bigger one on and see where the measurement is. And if it's really big, I will change it to the smaller one. 7 1/4. Right on the line. Between 7 1/4 and 7 1/2. So perfect. So there is the bracelet to go with the necklace right here. This bronze is going to be so much fun to play with this box. So I'm going to hold off on earrings until I can get down to Bernie's to get some more of these and these. So if anybody does want, but yeah. Right? Oh, the toggle clasp? Yeah. I'm very happy with today's thing. I really like the value bundle, just like last year. I wish or a couple months ago, I wish I'd gotten two. But it's all good. I hope that you guys enjoyed playing in the mess that is now my desk. I should have put everything I wasn't using back in the bag. But it's alright. I hope you guys enjoyed the pieces today. That, I don't know, maybe you learned something, or I inspired you, or something. And if nothing else, I hope you enjoy the camaraderie of other beaded-minded individuals within the viewers here. So, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. You're so in love with this. I know, that's what I'm like, ugh, I need to go. Did they sell out of the value bundle? I'm sure they did. There's no chance that it's still available, right? There's no chance. Nope. There is some of the Strawberry Story Check Glass collection, the companion bundle, but there is nothing from this month. The bundle sold out. Yep. But they have this little collection of various pinks, rosaline crystals that are all together. Then, like I said, they've got that. There's this little bundle. This is a mini bundle. That's really pretty. I really like that oval pendant. That's really pretty. And then the soiree, I have that one already. So that's all they have for bundles until tomorrow. I only have 2 things in my cart right now, which is good because I don't need anything else. I've got plenty. But anyways, as I've said 5 times now, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, until next time, happy beading, everyone.